I remember when we would all go together to feed the ducks by your house. We'd walk down the hill, old bread in hand, and throw all our crumbs around. And all the ducks would crowd around us. It was really fun to chase them, though I know you weren't a fan when we did that. I remember when we would visit you and we'd go get Baskin-Robbins ice cream. And then we'd walk back to your house. And then I remember that time when your neighbor's dog, that Cocker Spaniel, he'd bark all the time. But that one time, he got out of his house and he was just charging towards us. And we had you in the stroller. I had to stamp my feet and then I ran as fast as I could. Afterwards, you come over for dinner sometimes. You all had such a big appetite. You want to try anything. Not picky at all. You would make so much food all the time. It would always make us take more food. And more food. And more food. We would tell you to stop, but you would insist. We'd always be way too stuffed around you. You know, we all lived in Chinatown when I was younger. And after school, I would see my friends. We'd go get snacks, get milkshakes. Sometimes we would have to go to Chinese school. And then I had to go to work. I really didn't remember when we had time to do homework. So many of our pictures together were you at our school and church things. And a good number of school plays. You'd be there. It was a given. I also realized looking back that you taught me some of my first words of Cantonese. Penguo, penguo, apple. Many, many years later, when I learned this during a Cantonese lesson, I remember that time we were at your house, and the first things you taught me were fruits. Hengju, hengju, banana. I was told that you all were some of the first to live in the Richmond district. I would walk your dad, your uncle, and your aunt to school. And then I would go to work. You were a lunch lady at Washington High School. It was pretty convenient because I could walk to work for a couple hours, then come home before the kids got out of school. Dad said that you made such good fried chicken, lo mai fan, and spaghetti. Did you know that when I was growing up, I worked in my father's poultry shop? He would make me pluck every single feather off the chicken. And then, prepare it. I earned a nickel for every chicken. And I would go with my friends to get some candy or some other snack. I am thankful that when Trevor and I were older and we're back home, we had our lunches. And you would tell us more of these stories about your growing up and your memories of us growing up. Then we talk about the usual. Talk about school, new jobs. You'd ask Trevor about the new ice creams he made and the photos he took. For me, it'll be about friends I saw or theater. And then for both of us, you'd ask, hey, do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a girlfriend? answers would vary from time to time. And then we asked what was new with you. Say same old, and talk about seeing Auntie Margie, doing shopping with Auntie Angela, playing mahjong. Talk about another Korean drama you picked up, what time it was on, and vaguely what it would be about. You know, I'm always happy when I get to see you kids. When I get to hear about what you all are doing. When I get to talk to you on the phone. All you kids, all you cousins are growing up so fast. I remember when you were just babies. Now working, cooking, driving around, and doing things like travel. Wowee. And then you'd fight and beat us to pay the bill. And we'd bring you home, and when to wait the next time, we would text each other to plan our next lunch. Yes, it really is impressive how well you texted. And then, when I finally started taking Cantonese lessons, I got to practice with you. It really made taking lessons really worth it. It took, and even in our last couple of conversations, would take some time for me to respond. But you still looked delighted and was patient with me. Sick jaw. Gum yet nay jo mat yeah. Gum yet ngaw. Hey, you're getting pretty good at this, DELANEY. I promised during our phone calls in the spring that you and I could talk together at Thanksgiving and Christmas. Whenever I go to the city, I'll think of you. Whenever I drive around, watch a Korean drama, or see people playing mahjong, I'll think of you. We'll try to cook lamaifan. I'll continue Cantonese. You made all of our lives so much better. You really loved each and every one of us. Your kids, your daughters-in-law and son-in-law, your grandkids, your sisters and brothers, and your whole family. Nga oine. Nga oine.